All right, we are pretty much going live. I'm going to go ahead and do our countdown real quick.
Where will this, like, is it going to be on your Rock with Siren page, or is it the event itself? Like, where do we?
It is going to be on the Rock with Siren page. Hold on, I can check and see it. Let me make sure we're good. There's probably people watching right now, actually.
Oh, yeah, it's live. I see it. 22 seconds.
Okay. No one's watching this yet. Oh, it's so bright.
It is bright.
All right, there we are on YouTube, and we are on Facebook right now as we speak. So I'm going to share this to my feed right now. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start our 30 seconds, even though people have already been watching this probably. Okay. So 1 second. Hey, look at this! Oh, we look like a bunch of beautiful freaking people here.
Yay! And then there's me.
Well, I'm so glad that you guys are here. It's great to see your beautiful faces. Say hi.
Hi.
And I have actually got a couple of surprises for everybody. I have BTS video for you. And we are hoping that if we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, we're going to give it a couple of minutes before we start showing everything. It's not quite 8 o'clock yet, but we are hoping that we can, share some stories, some fun stuff. And I might share the BTS video first so that it can launch some ideas and some discussions. And Kyle, I know you and I have been in the weeds with it, some of the editing on the back end side. So I know we can share some stories from that too. So
I'm excited to hear the stories about the front end. I'm
excited that I get to talk to Shannon, because I haven't seen anything but the back of her head for like 2 weeks now while she's been editing.
It might be another 2 weeks with telephone trouble, sadly. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You're doing what I love, and I love you for it.
Oh, and I love you too. Oh, okay. This is not an us thing. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm signing off now. It's been real.
It is just about 8 o'clock. Does anybody want to talk about anything? Let's talk about how Tell Him originally started, because I know Jennifer's
introductions of everybody. Shannon.
Hey, you know what? That's a great idea. I'm usually behind the camera. So, okay. So everybody, I am Shannon Ford Thompson, and I am writer and director of Tell Him. And this guy to my left, go ahead.
Hi.
What was your name?
Hi, I'm Tyler Johnson. Played Sam. I'm a star from Tell Him.
Very good. He's shy. He's being shy. Nervous. It's all live. You can't do any retakes this time. Jennifer, you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Jennifer Pearl, and I play Lori in Tell Him.
Kevin?
Hello, I'm Kevin Marshall, and I play Chris in Tell Him.
And Kyle?
Hey, I'm Kyle. I helped Shannon with editing. I worked on some sound, and I was the colorist.
Awesome.
Post services.
Post services.
I like that. That sounds official.
And Jason.
Hi, Jay Thompson, and I am the production designer for Tell Him.
And you froze up a little bit there.
What?
All right. No, it froze up for a second on your face.
Oh,
it was.
It's probably better off that way. That's why I stay behind the camera too.
I thought we could start out with kind of how Tell Him came about. Do you want to start it off, Jennifer, or do you want me to do it? I know we both have. It's a fun story.
It is a fun story. I'll start it and you can finish it. So
Okay.
about 1 year ago, Shannon and I were having some wine in her kitchen, and we decided, let's film some super little scenes, just some little 30-second to 1 minute scenes, you know, just to get some things that we could put together to put out there so people could see our work. And so we made this list of several things, and we put a time frame on it. By the end of this month, we want to have all of these scenes done. And so we got started, and we decided we were going to do just a simple jump scare scene in her kitchen. We're going to film it in her kitchen. It's just going to be a little jump scare at the back door. And I show up to film this with her, and you had wrote a script.
I thought I sent it to you first.
You had wrote this little 1 minute script, and I said, okay, I'll sit down and I'll learn this. And I learned it, and then we filmed it, and then I'll let you take it from there.
Well, pretty much it was, I needed something for my reel that was going to be directing an actor or actress that could act as something that wasn't there. So I thought immediately of aliens of some kind. So, but when I wrote this 1 minute script, technically, well, when she was out there, she was on the porch and she was pouring her heart out. She was doing what she did. She brought her A game. And then all of a sudden I realized when she collapsed and died on set, which was what I had asked for, no spoilers, I had realized that I had wrote a tragedy that had happened between myself and my children. So that thus began our way. It was just going to be me and her, and that was it. Then it became Kyler, her, and me. Then it said, oh, I need some help. I can't do this all at the same time. So we refilmed it again for the third time. And then we realized, you know what, this is becoming more than what it should be. So we hired the crew. And I said, you know what, Jennifer, I'm not going to do this to you again. We're going to refilm this. We're going to film it right. And we're going to do it correctly. And we're going to make sure that it looks fantastic. And it's going to be something that, you know, people are going to feel and want to be there for. So that's where Tell Him started. So I rewrote the script and hired the crew, and I started doing call sheets and doing all the storyboarding. And from then on out, it was professional all the way through. It was great. It was great.
You had a story you needed to tell, and you didn't even know it.
No, I didn't know it. But, you know, the funny part is that I think that it was very healing for my family and I, because my daughter also played first AC on set too. So that was pretty cool. So she got to be a part of that. And then originally Kevin's part, Chris, was going to be on the phone. And we filmed that twice. And technically I wanted to hire Kevin to actually just talk over the phone. But I've always thought that writing phone conversations is lazy. No offense to people who do that, but I just feel like you escape in something that you can't emotionally overcome. Are you guys getting feedback on this, or
A little bit.
Yeah.
Turn your Facebook down, woman.
Turn your volume down? See if that helps.
I muted it. I don't know if it's not me. I mean,
All right, how's
maybe
that? Is
fine.
that better? Is that better? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay.
That's better. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
it's much better.
Yes, it was other channel. Anyway, so I guess where was I at? I guess where were we at? I forgot.
Telephone conversations.
Yeah. So I always felt like telephone conversations.
Ironic.
Yeah.
Right.
I know.
It's all connected, man.
It all is connected.
All of it.
Actually, what Kyle's talking about is telephone trouble, which is something we filmed later. And we'll come back to that at a later date. But it's funny because Jason had this brilliant idea of having somebody call Gloria to talk about aliens. So we thought that would be pretty funny. So You know what? It is after 8 o'clock. Does anybody have anything else, or do you want me just to go ahead and share the BTS video and get the
I
conversation?
want to see BTS.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Let's get that going then. Let me present. Let me know quickly if you cannot hear the sound for me. Here's some music while you wait.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, no, I got it.
Oh.
There we go.
Love the music.
Action. Look down the water. Kyler, look at, there you go. Now look at each other. Right thing is starting to shake. Cue the lights. Are you ready? I love that. That was really cool.
That's some Star Trek maneuvering right there.
Somebody call the cops. I'm an alien. Oh no.
Oh, your kid's an alien.
My dad is leaving me forever. He's gonna go get cigarettes.
I'll be back.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That is beautiful. Finger guns. Time. 3. Up the stairs.
Hell yeah.
Hello. No one is available to take your call.
Why is he so funny?
Kid, come out right when you ask for it. No, I'm a bad habit.
Hey, I love it.
Action.
My baby, you son of a bitch.
There you go.
That was so great.
Yeah, that's like the best part.
I love it, Shannon.
I don't know why my eyes are watering, but it was funny.
That was really funny.
Yeah, it was funny. Doug had all those outtakes like every 2 seconds when the camera was on him. He was always making comments.
Seriously,
his
Doug
hands.
is great.
Doug is great. He's really missed today. He's apparently on the road somewhere. So, hey, Doug, if you're listening or you see this later on,
Doug's
show us your hands.
Doug,
Doug's hands.
Are we gonna explain that joke, or we're just gonna let everyone think about it for a while?
Yeah, we can go ahead
We're not
and
even-
explain it.
I actually honestly kind of forgot where that came from, where that started too.
Well,
The
there
Doug's-
was a
Because he was
There was
holding
a
the
fan
flag in the
foyer.
corner.
it was like really tight in the foyer trying to bounce that light when you two were having the.
But his hands made it in the shot.
And yeah, and his hands were in his shot.
And I was like, and then ever since then, it's always been Doug's hands. It's starring Doug's hands.
So funny story. We actually, Doug and I first met working on The Forest Hills, which was a movie that's coming out soon or coming out. Jennifer's in it. And the funniest bit about that whole scenario, watching that film premiere at Kevin Smith's theater, was someone recorded some big show or documentary about that performance and that premiere, and it's all like, hey audience, you know, here's member the movie in crew members in the movie, stand up so we can applaud you, and like everyone stands up and you just heard like 4 or 5 of us start screaming Doug's hands, and absolutely everyone in the theater was like, what does this even mean? What the like, it was hysterical.
So funny. That was
Doug's
funny.
hands are pretty famous now, I think.
So what did y'all think about the BTS video? Any outtakes you want to talk about or discuss real quick? Nah.
I don't want to give away anything.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm allowed to talk about.
But once we show the trailer, then I think that, you know, then we can explain a little bit more maybe. Once the trailer's out.
Well, we can do that. It is 8:15. I think we have about 7 people watching. Let's go ahead and show the trailer. If you are still watching us, please ask us questions, because people who engage with us online, we're just letting you know that we are giving away some Tell Him swag. And it could be an autographed script that was used on set. So that's...
I want one of those.
I've got a couple of them, so... especially from the retakes.
Oh my gosh.
because I worked with it on set. All right, so let's go. Oh, we do have, okay, we're having people chant trailer. Karen
Nice.
Marshall says hi, Kevin. And let's see. Okay, all right, let's get with that trailer and we will let everybody ask their questions. All right. Here we go.
Oh, music time. Let me.
Yeah. Well, that's all you get with a short film.
Oh my
No, that was
God.
great though. That trailer is so dope.
Do it again.
Okay, we're gonna do it one
Yeah,
more
play
time.
it again.
Okay. And I want you to notice how many people turn the other way. Just think it's funny. All right, here we go.
One more time.
That's it.
Yay.
Awesome.
Just as good the second time.
Right?
We might watch it one more time after this, but I'm really glad y'all like it. It was really hard to not put too much out there, and it's only what 8, 9 minutes. Yeah, it's only 8 or 9 minutes, and we got the story out there, and it was too long. And then I dished it over to Kyle, and I was like, "Oh my God, Kyle fixed this," and he did an absolutely great job. I was like, I can't let things go. It's my big thing is like I have this story and I can't let things go. I love this where Lori does this, and I love it when Chris did this, and I just can't cut it. So Kyle did an amazing job.
I get it. It's hard when you get attached to things when they're things that you made, and then having a second set of eyes that hasn't seen it and wasn't there can help.
Yeah.
I think sometimes with
Yes.
being like a little more objective in that sense. I loved the lights, the lighting, especially watching the behind the scenes stuff, everything. I mean, I had a lot of fun playing with it, but seeing what you guys did a little bit more with the BTS and seeing that how dynamic everything was. That was a lot of fun to play with, especially with the colors and everything.
It was a lot of everybody. I would love to just say that this is my film. It's not really. It's our personal story that became a metaphor, but everybody in their own way took this on themselves and gave a piece of them to it. Like I can go through the film and say, this is what Kevin brought, this is what Kyler brought, Jennifer brought, it's just everybody, Kenny. Like we had lights. I knew I wanted lights to come from somewhere. I got to be very careful. I'm trying to be careful what I say. I wanted lights to come from somewhere, and I wanted them to be different set of lights. I didn't want it to be just the bright, shiny lights that you see all the time, like Close Encounters or anything like that. I wanted it to be different and dreamlike. And Kenny had this really cool, it looks like a lava lamp, but it's not. And it it was just like this little blue thing with a little globe, and it just went like this. And Kenny and Doug just filmed it great, and it came across wonderfully. It was beautiful. It's really beautiful. Did you, let's see, there's a couple of comments online. Karen Marshall asked, are we submitting to festivals? So I'm so glad you asked. Because it's a perfect time to tell you that we have actually already submitted into 6 major festivals. So we're hoping for a world premiere. We're pitching for a world premiere. We've asked Nightmare Screenfest. We've asked a couple people to take us in. We're really wanting Nightmares, though. We have a lot of family that's going up there. So family and friends, our film family's going up there. So, but Nightmare Screenfest, there's a sci-fi fest in Italy. There's one in France. A lot of Georgia ones, some Atlanta ones, and the list is just going on and on and on. We have to wait, though, until the last minute because we need to make sure we get our world premiere first. So, yeah, but that's a great question. Lauren Pike says, oh my God, congrats, y'all. Can't wait to see. When do we get the opportunity? So sadly, that's the hard part, right? So we would love to show it to you. We can probably have private showings for our friends and family. We definitely never mind that. So we can invite people to that. But unfortunately, it'll probably be in the festival circuit for a year, which is the sad part of it because it's a beautiful story. It's really great.
But they have to come to one of the festivals.
Yes.
Yeah, that's your answer.
Atlanta, so there's going to be plenty of opportunity locally for people to come and see it at the festivals. And please do. Please come support us, especially in our hometown. The more butts we get in the seat, the better it is. So please,
absolutely.
If you want to see it, come see it. We will put it out there where it's going to be. Come check it out.
Yeah, Jennifer is absolutely right. And let me tell you something else. There's an experience that you can get in the theater that you cannot get anywhere else, not in your home, not on your computer, not on nothing. And that's thanks to Kyle. Kyle played with the sound on Tell Him. And there's a particular instance where the sounds come out of different channels. So you hear it and it feels like you're being immersed in a very dangerous situation. And I don't want to say too much, but when I heard it, I got chills, and I messaged Kyle back, and I was like, dude, I have to call you because I have to tell you how awesome this is. So he did a great job.
Good phone call.
It was a good one. It's like, did you think I was going to yell at you? Hey, what the hell is that?
You got my favorite part.
Where did
Has everybody here seen it? Jen and Kevin, have you guys seen like the finish?
Not the final, no.
Yes, because they know I don't like to put it out online.
Oh
but,
boy.
Yeah.
I'm curious what the last iteration you would have seen was then. Like, have you seen the grade?
They did not see the grade.
I think it was
It's gonna be really different than probably the last time. I mean, the bones are there, but it's a very, like, you saw a little bit from the trailer, like the tone, and like I ended up using like a Kodak film stock to make it like have more of that like retro texture, and then graded everything in from there.
I love it. I already noticed the differences in the color from the last thing I saw, and for sure it matches the film much better. So I mean, I'm so confident. I can't wait for people to see this one. Seriously. I mean, it's it's so fun.
That's this is a very good question from Doris. Hi, Doris.
Doris.
Gotta love me some Doris. I didn't mean to do that, but I was.
Well, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Trying to do that. Sorry, Doris. Her question is, how long did you guys work on this project? And that is a very funny question.
Can I answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jen.
Okay. So there was the night in the kitchen that we made the list of 30-second to 1-minute clips. And then this was the first one we set out to film, which we did. So that was the first evening. And then you decided that we had to make it a full-blown story. Yep. So then we had an additional 2 more evenings, which at that point we had a full movie. It just wasn't very good because it was just me and you and sometimes Jason in your kitchen. And that was way too guerrilla crude.
Way too guerrilla.
To be fair, a lot of it still looked really good. We all knew what we were doing. We were just missing some little bits of experience, and there were just things that we really did need someone who's a DP or a gaffer to really kind of help put that polish on it. So
because of the depth of the story also, yeah. I mean, we included so many moving parts by the time we figured out we had a real story, you know, putting Kyler in there and putting all the lighting effects in there. At one point you had one of those like spinning disco balls and
we just in the BTS,
you know, just trying to make things up, just trying to figure it out as we go. And so that was like 3 days last summer. And then that's when you said, okay, stop. This is too important. I can't do it like this anymore. Yep. I'm going to hire a full crew and we're going to reshoot the whole damn thing. And I said, you're crazy, man. Let's do it.
Jennifer's face was like, I'm going to have to stand outside in the cold again.
Yes. So then it was another, what? Do we do 2 or 3 days of filming?
We did 4. We had 4 days.
And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was it.
Yeah.
And then what, like 6 weeks of post probably after
that?
that?
Actually, there was a lot of VFX that I worked on with a team. And that took a long time of going back and forth because we had, well, let me answer Doris's question. How long did you guys work on this project?
It was a year.
Honestly, it's just exactly a year. Yeah, it just a year.
From when we sat at your table and made that list.
Yeah.
Until you got the final cut.
Yeah.
We're here today. It's been exactly a year.
Yeah, but you know the cool thing is we made how many movies in a year? We've worked on other people's films too together, so it's pretty cool.
Right.
So yeah, exactly a year. But it had to take that turn. It had to go that path in order for it to become what it became. And I'm okay with that. We can't do that with Telephone Trouble, though.
Oh, no.
Poor Kyle.
There's no going back.
No, that's done.
Wait, we need to retake that one.
Nope.
Oh, by the way, Jennifer, we need you to come back tomorrow. We got a post-credit scene we need you for.
That movie already had its demo version and remake.
Oh yeah.
It was just much longer. When somebody says, "How long did you guys work on this project?"
God.
You could be like,
That's gonna take a story.
You fully have a pattern, Shannon. Kyle just pointed it out.
Damn. I see that there are a lot of people online right now. And if you miss the BTS, we're okay with showing it. We have a little bit of time to show you the trailer once again and the BTS. If someone wanted to respond in the comments, yes, you'd love to see it again, or what you'd like to see again, we'll be happy to do that. We're trying to stay on for only 30 minutes this evening. Jason said he loved working on Telephone Trouble until 5:30 a.m. Yeah, sorry about that. That'll be another story.
Don't we all?
That's going to be a wild chat like this because there's going to be like 20 people on it. The cast was just so big.
It was great though. It was so great. People were such troopers throughout that. Well, we'll tell him too. Everybody was a complete trooper. There was a point where we were on the porch And I'm trying really hard to not. Doris wants us to tell stories. Here's a good one. So we were on the porch actually doing the finale, and I want to know nothing else, but it started raining, and the dogs were barking, and we would stop and say, okay, we can't go any further. It's too much noise, too much rain. And then we walked off set. We held for about, I think the longest we held was 1 hour, 1.5 hours, somewhere around there. And it was cold too, from what I remember. It was pretty cold in the rain.
Oh, excuse me. I remember.
I know, you're the one in the.
I remember because when we originally filmed this, it is outside on your back porch quite a bit. It was summertime. It was last summer.
Yes.
So the outfit I chose was because it was summertime, because I'm basically wearing like, bedtime clothes, a nightie and a robe. And so now you want to reshoot. And what month did we reshoot in?
January or February.
So here I am in the same nightie on the back porch. Hey, in the dark.
You know what? The next film we do together, Jennifer, I'm going to make sure you're in the cold, half dressed again. So
I know.
Let's make it a tradition.
Another constant.
Yep.
But that was one. It rained. It would stop and rain again like 5 or 6 times, and we had to stop and just try again and try again. The problem is, and we can't say too much, but we had to film that night. There was no going back and no reshoots on that day for multiple different reasons. So
the funny part is I actually went onto the Nextdoor app and sent a message to all the neighbors apologizing.
Oh, because Jennifer's screaming.
Yeah.
Oh,
I say I project.
She did great.
She did. It was great.
Really great. I have a couple people asking they want to see the BTS video again. And Sunday says, hi, did y'all have any particular movies in mind as inspiration while filming? Oh, that's a good question. As I was thinking about, personally, when I was writing it and storyboarding it, I was thinking, of course, there's call outs to movies that I loved. Poltergeist, E.T., Jurassic Park. Am I forgetting one, Jason?
Forbidden Planet. There was definitely a huge Forbidden Planet thing.
Yep. And Close Encounters. And what do you think? Did you forget? Which one? Tell Me in Secret? Okay.
Yeah, the dog in the background.
What? The what?
The dog in the background.
Oh, the dog in the background. Dog is having a field day in the background. But that was probably my inspiration. I don't know if Kevin or Jennifer or anybody else had any other inspiration when you were acting or anything, especially from Sam. Kyler, did you have any film inspirations while filming this? No.
Oh, hey, real quick, while we're on the, I'm sorry, Jennifer, you please.
That's okay. I was just mentioning Elliot.
We're on the same page. I was just going to point out this film introduces Kyler as an actor, and God, we have to just say thank you so much, Elliot Lee Wood, for being the coach on set.
He was amazing.
Holy cow, dude.
Elliot, sorry, go ahead, Jennifer.
No, I was probably saying the same thing. Is that Elliot came on set to work with Kyler since it was his first film, and he's new to acting, and he was incredible. I think you kept telling him he should teach children as a job, and he said, maybe he's not so interested, but he's great at it, and he should.
Yeah.
He did great things with Kyler, and I'm so proud of them both.
Yes, I'm very proud of them both too. Kyler was. Sorry, go ahead, Kevin.
I'd say Kyler was wonderful to work with. I don't want to give anything away, but I didn't have a ton of scenes. I mean, I had some really good scenes with Kyler, but Jennifer and Kyler worked so well together. And Kyler, you should be proud. You did a really great job. So I'm excited for people to see what you did.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Do you have any stories you want to share real quick?
The cat.
Oh, the cat? You want to share the cat?
You
can't tell what happens to the cat.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean by that? Okay.
It just keeps getting up.
Oh, okay, okay. So during it's in BTS. I just want to make sure he did not say anything that Robin says, "Yay, Kyler!"
Robin.
We wanted to make sure that we didn't say anything that happens that's special. Weebles was a big part of our cast as well, and it was pretty
Who
cool.
is Weebles?
Uh-huh.
Who is Weebles?
Who is Weebles? Do you want to tell him who Weebles is?
He was one of the cats we owned for about, I don't know. he was given to us by Sean Gunn, brother of James Gunn.
Yeah. Sean Gunn plays Ragnar in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3. And we're huge fans of not only that universe, but also of him. And him and his wife, Tasha, came to our house and gave us a beautiful, most loving, wonderful cat. And he was a special needs cat, and we took very good care of him. And we loved him. Kyler just adored him. And it was funny because he wanted to mention that while we were filming, the cat would perform for the camera.
Oh yeah.
And then it would keep getting up and turning around and licking itself.
Right when the camera turns off too.
Right. And it would like go and perform for the camera, but the camera would be off. And it's really funny because we have BTS. Kenny ended up being the cat whisperer because Kenny was the only one that could get the cat to sit there and just look all sweet. And there is a moment that Weebles has a very special part in this film, and it's a great tribute to what a wonderful cat he is. So, sadly, he passed away, but we don't need to go too much into that.
Yeah.
But yay, Weebles is in our film, and he's adorable, and he was a great actor too.
Yes, he was. He did so good, so good.
He had children and pets.
Children and pets. Yeah.
Not easy.
Not doing
Not
that again.
easy.
Never work with animals.
Oh, look. Oh, there's Joe Weebles. Oh, there's Joe Weebles. Oh, you're going to make me cry, Kevin. Let's not do that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. We have a couple of other people that are jumping on, and they're asking to see the BTS again. So trailer again or BTS crew? What do we want to do?
BTS.
Yeah, BTS.
Yeah, I'd say both, but do the BTS first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it?
I think so.
Watch that be a weird video. Action! Look down the water. Kyler, look. There you go. Now look at each other. Right thing is starting to shake. Cue the lights. Are you ready?
Cool. I like it. Yeah.
That was really cool.
Somebody call the cops. I'm an alien. Oh no.
Oh, your kid's an alien.
My dad is leaving me forever. He's gonna go get cigarettes.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That is beautiful. Finger gun. Time. 3.
That's F with the hands.
There's those balls we were talking about.
Yeah, there was the disco ball.
No one is available to take your call.
Kid, come out right when you ask for it. Now I'm the bad habit.
Action.
My baby, you son of a bitch.
It was so hard not to laugh every time she did that. You fucking get him.
That last scene, Photoshop a shotgun.
No, I don't know about that. But did you have any memorable moments you wanted to talk about? You've been kind of quiet.
I mostly got tired.
Yeah. Well, it was really
You could
late
see
at
how
night.
tired I was in that one clip.
Which one?
Well, the one that was really just me. I was sitting in a
Finger guns.
Oh, yeah, that was late at night. We went to go get a cast late at night. So, yeah.
He did great,
Oh.
even with that, even with some of the later nights. He hung in there. It was tough.
He did. He did. I was like, he was like, "Can I go to bed now? Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes." Mom, you said that 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, welcome to showbiz, kid.
Okay. Does anybody else wanted to talk about anything else for the BTS, or everybody ask your questions online? We're just about done, and we want to make sure that we get everybody. We are going to be giving away some swag.
I was just gonna say one thing. I was gonna say was like watching that because since I've only seen what the camera saw, but I mean even seeing that, one thing I noticed watching the BTS, like with you guys leaning in that part, is like there were so many kind of cool practical effects done things in this, and it was really impressive to me how many different little moments there are that are like kind of that's just on a minimal budget, like being able to do that many cool things that actually play well, which I know like I'm trying to avoid saying any of them specifically.
It's
but
so hard.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's like, I mean, even like, yeah, there was the shot of some of the VFX that you were working on. I know that was like a big leap for you, but no, I mean, you should be really proud of this thing. It's like you guys did awesome. Everybody did great. And it looks, I can't wait for you guys to see the finish because I think you're going to be really happy with how it turned out.
Well, how about we show the film? Just kidding.
Oh, I got a copy.
No one would ever know. No one would know.
Sure, the first ever film ever made.
Yep, that is true.
Everyone in the comments swear to secrecy right now.
Joey says, while filming, what emotions did you find the most enjoyable to act out, and which is the most difficult? I'm going to give that to you three. Or Kevin, you want to answer that? And Sam? I keep doing Sam.
First, please.
What
I guess
emotion was the most difficult for you?
Well, the most difficult was probably being like scared and terrified. Well, the easiest was being happy in that like one of the moments.
Yeah. Oh, I know you're talking. Yeah, you're being good. You're being good. I like it. So he's basically saying fear is probably the hardest one. And actually, when we were talking about him, and his time came to be afraid or stoic, I had to really scare him in a way that was not going to give him nightmares or anything, but I wasn't really trying to. I really wanted to be scared, and I was actually having a very hard time doing that as a mother. That was very hard. So that's when Elliot came in, and Elliot did an amazing job. Like, if I knew he wasn't ready, he'd even ask for Elliot, and he'd go, "I'm having a hard time here. Can Elliot step in?" And I think that if you're going to direct a child that's your own, I feel like having a coach like Elliot was perfect. Because when it's your mom's just telling you to do the dishes, and it kind of feels that way, and it's a little harder and different, you know. But when it came from Elliot, he was able to put him into this tone, and he could breathe it and then really act out. It was amazing how he would go from one end to the other end like that. I was just like blown away. Jennifer and Kevin, what do you think?
Well, I really enjoyed the emotion that I had to share with Kevin. We get into a little, husband and wife fight. So that was fun.
Yes.
I don't know if you felt like it was fun, but I had fun.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, no, absolutely. It was, what was interesting about it was like, this is the first time I've worked with Jennifer, and I had so much to work with her. Like, she gave me so much to feed off of and work with, that's all you can ask for as an actor, is somebody who's going to just feed you what you need. And the other, it's not really pressure, but the other thing was that I knew that the words that Shannon had written were very personal as well. So you want to make sure that, you're not, I was going to ad lib or do anything different. I was like, I want to deliver these lines the way she wants to hear them, because these were more personal to her than just writing something a character might feel. It was very, very personal to her. So we wanted to make sure that we did our job, making sure that we delivered those lines the way that she wanted, but made them our own, made them our character. But there was a little bit of pressure because we really wanted Shannon to be proud of what we have done. And I think that when she was watching us and her mouth kind of just dropped open, it was kind of bittersweet, because it was like, I want to hear you say those words, yet those words mean so much to me. So it was nice to deliver lines the way that I hoped that we did for her. And that was the most important thing to me, and to Jennifer, I think, as well.
That moment was probably the hardest, because it was very personal, and it took me back to a specific moment in my life. And without getting into it, there was a point, especially at that very last take with Kevin and Jennifer, where I was so engaged with their conversation. I didn't yell cut. I don't know if you remember that. I didn't yell cut because I couldn't get it out of my mouth, because I was so, and as a matter of fact, I think everybody clapped after that. Like, everybody on set clapped at that last take. And we were like, that's it. That's what I wanted. That was like, it was a lot of emotion, a lot of feeling. And it was really, I do remember that one specific moment where it was just like, God, reliving pain like that is one thing, but it was very healing. You guys were my healing tools that I didn't realize I needed so much. And I'm very grateful to everybody on this team for doing that for me. I don't have to pay for a psychiatrist. Thank you so much.
We don't need therapy. We're filmmakers.
Yelling at Jennifer is very difficult. That's the difficult part. Jennifer is difficult because,
bullshit.
Especially when she's doing
bullshit.
And I want to, memorable moments for me in this film. There are so many, especially when you're working with when I was working with my son, because it was like, who is this kid? This is not my kid anymore. He's doing so great. It was healing for him too, and we've taken it back and talked about it a little bit on our own, and it's been very healing for him and my daughter as well, because she was in that situation, and also she was first AC, so she got to really be upfront and a part of that, which was. So thank you to you guys, most of all, because, it's not just coming from me. I say thank you from a different level or a different place. And you guys know how emotional I am. I'll cry at a drop of the hat, but so I'm going to try not to. But even Kyler wants to say thank you too. And I know Tej does too. Tej is on a date right now, so.
Go Tej.
Wow, he just live streamed.
Sorry, Mom, can't make it.
I'm out with a boy. But another memorable moment was, Vanessa says, hi, everybody. Congrats on the film.
Yes,
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
if you're still here, Vanessa, by the way, she's another person I really need to thank, because every step of the way I would second guess myself. See, I have something it's ADHD, but I also have something that's called RSD, and it really holds me back from a lot of things, and I second guess myself. Vanessa was that wonderful sounding board that I needed to call and say, I don't know if I should be doing this particular thing. Is this right? Or should I keep going here? She was such a great motivator and cheerleader. And she is heavily thanked in the film, as well as Tony Reams. I really need to say thank you to Tony Reams, because if it was not without his, he donated equipment to us. He was very super kind and it gave me some advice and everything. As a seasoned filmmaker, it was really wonderful. So thank you to both Vanessa and Tony, and there's so many other people. They are in the thank yous, but those two people specifically. And Kenny Schofield, I hope he's watching, but what a wonderful cinematographer. And I feel like our relationship professionally is building with every single film, and we really can read each other's minds now. It's like he already knows what I want, so he goes out and he gets it. So yes, and the Dakota and Kenny are a wonderful team, and you see Dakota in the next film we're working on too. So I feel like I'm forgetting people, but I'm just going to go ahead and show the trailer real quick. And anybody else want to? All right. I will show the trailer, and then I guess we'll try to find our winner. All right, hold on one second.
Oh, should I play music again?
Yes, play the. All right, we officially, the trailer to Tell Him will be released this evening, and here it is, friends.
Yes. Shannon, Jesus.
I was trying not to make it too scary.
No, it's pretty scary.
It's great. I love it.
All right. Well, guys, I've kept you 15 minutes too long. So if there's no other questions, thanks, Vanessa. Thank you. If there's no other questions, I say we find a winner. And we were picking our winner from the person that was most engaging and asked a lot of questions. So that looks like it is Robin Lindsley. So Robin, thank you. Congratulations. You won the autograph Tell Him script and a poster and our Rock with Siren t-shirt, which I happen to be wearing right now. And I don't know if you can see, it's one of our blackout shirts. See? So awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Really great work to the cast and the crew. We're going to see you guys in the festivals very soon. I know it. I hope you will all be there. Kevin, are you coming to our world premiere? Are you coming up with us?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. We're gonna have to rent a van. We're gonna have to rent a van.
Fur bus.
Yes.
Rent a fur
Well,
bus.
everybody will be there. So cross your fingers. We find out in September on a lot of festivals. So if you're listening, we need our world premiere. So we're pitching to you. So come and get us. We're a very good, happy family, and I'm really bad in front of the camera. So we're gonna stop now. Anyway, anything else? All right. Y'all have anything?
Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much for making a great movie together. Thank you so much for helping my lovely wife be able to share and create her vision. And thank you for not making her cry too much in front of me.
Just that once.
Just that once. Anything else? Anybody else? All right.
I'm
Okay.
excited. Well, no, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You can go. Yeah.
No, you go ahead. I was going to sign off. Go ahead, Kevin.
There's such a big reveal in this. Like, I'm sure it was really difficult to cut like a teaser trailer for this because there's such a great story and reveal that we don't want to give away. So I really appreciate everyone supporting us and watching what we're doing, but I promise it's going to all pay off. It's going to be great. So we can't give a lot away, but we're all really excited for you guys to see this. So thank you.
Yes. Thank you. That's very good. Very well said. Very well said. There is a huge reveal. It was very hard. I want to put everything out there so bad. Like, I sent Jennifer 2 videos today that I was like, oh, I love these. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too funny.
It's worth it though. It's worth it to get that big reveal moment. You know, you don't want to ruin that for sure. So we can wait. We can wait. And it's gonna play, you know, here around Atlanta. So everybody will have an opportunity.
Yep, that is true. Kyle, did you want to say anything or?
I'm excited for everybody.
All right. Okay, well, everybody, I guess we're signing off. Thank you for joining. Please follow Rock with Siren. And we have merch available on our website, and 100% of the profit goes to our next film. Everything on our website goes directly to the next film. Yes, no. We have a feature though we're talking about making next year, so we need your support. So that's it. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
every little bit counts. Please like and share and follow and obey.
Yes, obey him. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for your support. Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna leave you with the trailer.
And some music. Oh, sorry.
Leave you with the trailer one more time, and everybody can go. All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm not leaving until you're leaving.
Am I the only one left? What do I do now? Oh, okay. Bye, everyone.